Yeah, so you want to go to Vietnam. Uh, Took balls for you to come here, tell me that to my face, knowing damn well that the answer was going to be, yeah, do it if you want to do it. But, no, you thought I might maybe break your neck. No, you go there, you can die some horrific way, or maybe we can smooth the path and get you in a position where you can lead troops into little villages that are known to be safe, and burn them all with the latest form of Greek fire, or whatever. I know you'll want to be in the thick of things, but at the same time, you'll want to know what the fuck is going on. That'll put you in an awkward position. But there's plenty. First reason, I'll tell you, the first reason not to go is because you don't have to go. So why would you? Patriotic impulse of youth. Now, I can mock that as much as I'd like, but as an older man, you'll take that as the mockery of an older man. And you're too smart to believe that you're naive, and you're probably too smart to be naive. You have good reason to want to fight for your country. But your country is the United States of America, and it is fighting. It's fighting more than one war right now. As you know, I've been fighting one war. The war I believe is the one that needs to be fought, which is the war for economic hegemony, global hegemony. There's no reason to lock horns with the Soviets if we're not trying to defeat them. We gotta try to keep the insane nuclear dipshits of the Air Force from forcing our hands in some way. You wouldn't believe the number. Well, you would. The number of them that would love to get the nuclear war going, but they have no idea what that would really be like. As you know, I'm a pragmatist, and I'm opposed to nuclear war because it cannot be contained. I'm not opposed to bombing, say, I don't know, let's say the breakaway nuclear-free power of Kazakhstan, if such a thing existed. Sure, fuck, bomb them. But it's not going to be possible to engage in nuclear war in our lifetime, and so we're not going to do it. And what that means is we got a lot of dirty work to do, and we have to ensure that we stay on top of things vis-a-vis versa the Russians. That battle is not in Vietnam. That battle is in Europe. I know you think that around the globe we have to defeat communism. That's propaganda. I don't know if I directly dealt with that topic with you at any one point, but I'm surprised that at this point you give it any I don't know. I guess you weren't around to hear what I had to say about Korea. Jesus fucking Christ! You know who the United States fought for in Korea? They fought for all the Japanese appeasers. That's no way to win friends. Why do we want friends? Because global hegemony is economic hegemony, and you don't want to make lifetime enemies, and we won't. But you see, the thing about the Vietnamese is that the Soviet Union does not have an economic structure that includes expansion to their own benefit. They will help communist movements in various countries. It'll drain them. And in this case, you get the Chinese right next door to the Vietnamese, so, we aren't even talking about the Russians necessarily, but the Chinese is the same damn thing. If we drain ourselves in this battle with the Soviets, sooner or later the economic hegemony will be in the hands of the Chinese. But the United States has got the most agile structure and can take the most body blows and expand in the most creative and unique ways. Sometimes it is necessary to break a little black egghead like Lumumba, and that brought us a great deal of fortune. It also brought Mobutu Sese Seko, a murderous, evil bastard, a great deal of money, but it got us a hell of a lot more and a lot of raw materials. So, simple move. But to go to war, an unpopular war in most of the world, no, bad idea. We cannot be seen as the next colonial power by leftists, intellectuals. Fine, let them write what they want. But you see, what's going to happen, son, is as soon as we're done with Vietnam, a period of time is going to pass, and we will have a strong economy, and it will be to their delight to do business with us. This war is only prolonging that and costing a shitload of money at the same time. If we just let the French fuck up and lose the goddamn battle, okay, I don't mind that we paid 80 to 90% of their war budget. That's fine. You got to spend money to make friends for sure. But, once they lost, they lost. Let Ho Chi Minh take power. And, that's a country with without a great deal of resources that's ushered in by its own need to be free and part of the global structure, the global economy, but without the means to buy membership. And they can do okay, but they're going to have to trade. Sooner or later, they just come to us. That's the problem with that war. There was no reason to go there. They'll come to us. If we're strong enough in Europe and we win this thing with the Russians, and we will, then even the Chinese will have to come to us. They'll keep trying to defeat us one way or another. But the only way they can do it is if we shoot ourselves in the foot, because they'll be doing exactly, and they already are doing exactly what the Russians are doing. I give the Russians, 15, 20 years, and they'll have had it. And we're just growing every year. We're growing more powerful. Setbacks are laughably minuscule. Although there are too many, because we're going into places we just don't need to. And I'm not saying we need to support the right person in Indonesia to make friends. I'm just saying we need to stay the hell out and let things play out. And eventually, they'll come to us. No Muslim is going to refuse to do business with us if it's to their benefit and to the benefit of their people. One of the dumbest things that's happened under not my watch, but under, the time I was in business, the fucking idiots got rid of Mossadegh, and they created something that's gonna rebound on them. And there was no reason. Mossadegh he didn't even ask for all the oil. He asked for half. And, that doesn't even begin to cover all the rapine that led up to his election. So we got rid of Mossadegh, and we made ourselves an enemy that'll probably last your lifetime. Certainly mine. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it'll happen. My sources tell me that Savak is totally insane. It's the Tonton Makut of the Middle East, and it's completely. The Shah is scared shitless, and everything he does is done out of fear, and that leads to excesses on the part of the subordinates every single time. So I'm telling you, Assegai, you can go to Vietnam, and I'm telling you why you should not. It's not our fight. It's not your fight. Stay here and fight for the right things. You already know this. In fact, in a way, I think you wouldn't have come here if you didn't need to hear it. I'm not going to analyze you, psychoanalyze you. Won't do you that disrespect. I have guesses, but they're not important. What's important is what you decide to do. And I'm telling you straight, we should not be in Vietnam. We don't need to be in Vietnam. We don't need to beat the Vietnamese. It's not going to be the Vietnamese and the communist Red China will be at odds immediately. They're lifelong enemies, calling themselves communists, leading communist lives, attempting to run an economy that flies in the face of the global economy. You know what? I'll tell you a little secret. Something I've never told you before. Communism would work. Communism could work. Communism in Cuba could have worked and could still work. Probably is working in many ways. But we've fucked with them so much that it appears to be a failure. They need the Soviets to prop them up. But if we would have just traded with them from the beginning, everything would have been fine. It was viewed, though, as a global crisis, which it really wouldn't have been. It would work, yes, but global trade favors the most powerful economy, any way you look at it. I'm not going to start spouting off different economic theories, and I am no communist. I'm a United States American, like you. And I'm fighting for the supremacy of my country because every country, given the chance, will fight for their supremacy. Ho Chi Minh, he's fighting for his country. But you give Ho Chi Minh power. And first thing you know is regionally, he's going to be provoked or lured into fighting for supremacy in his region. It's the nature of things. So I don't think you're going to go. I can see it in your eyes. And I'm grateful for that, son. I don't want you to die while I'm still alive. But if you die on a very important mission in East Berlin, I can live with it. Die in Vietnam, I think it would ruin my retirement, son. Let's have ourselves a drink.